Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Christopher.
And today we'll be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 2.
Listen, before we get into that, I want to tell the people to subscribe, like, comment, share, all the above. Look, I usually have a question, but my question seems so... This question is so outlandish, but it's not outlandish. You ready for my question?
Yeah.
Can I ask my question?
Go ahead.
What's wrong with Juan? They're like
a lot.
They're like that scene felt weird to me. I'm like, I literally looked at Blair and I said, does he talk like this? Mm-hmm. Like it felt weird watching. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess we go eventually get to that scene. Walk us through the episode, Blair.
We start with Ashley. She is meeting up with her mom at a nursery.
Yeah.
She is out trying to buy some plants to prep for her housewarming party.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom, which we know, Miss Sheila can't come to the party because she has to work.
Okay.
And we find out Uncle Lump is coming.
Okay.
Ashley is inviting the new girl, Nneka.
There you go. You said it right.
Yes.
I was going to correct you.
Her and Wendy are apparently, I believe it's a tribe. They're in the same tribe.
Igbo.
Yeah, Igbo.
I was going to say Edibo, but Igbo.
Ashley isn't inviting Michael to the party. Mm-hmm. They're still trying to navigate co-parenting and their boundaries. Sheila asks about the Candiace and Michael situation. Mm-hmm. So Michael is filing a lawsuit against Candiace for the sexual assault claims that Candiace has been saying about Michael.
Yeah.
Ashley is not inviting Candiace to the party, and Sheila tells her just to invite.
No, I do not like that. If you don't want nobody at your party, don't invite them.
Yeah.
No courtesy invites over here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think or what do you feel about it? Because Ashley made it very known. I know what y'all know. Whatever y'all see on the internet, that's what I know.
Yeah.
Right? Don't come over here asking me for any behind the scenes thing. I don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the whole lawsuit between Michael suing Candiace for those allegations?
I think that's some BS.
How so?
Because we know Michael be doing stuff.
Do we?
We do.
Don't get me sued. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know nothing, Michael.
We'll say allegedly because we don't need Michael coming for us. But at the reunion, when they were talking about Michael whispered to Juan that he would suck Juan's D. And then he was feeling up on a producer's booty or a cameraman's booty.
Michael was a wild boy, wasn't he?
We got pictures of him and his draws in the what was it, at the MGM in the hotel, and it was admitted that he was there with a woman and he was hanging out with her at the casino. Michael be doing stuff.
But is that sexual assault with him hanging out with a woman in the casino? That's not sexual assault now.
That's not. Okay. I'll pull that one back.
I was about to say, pull that back.
That was inappropriate for him to be married. Okay. But the SA and making people feel uncomfortable and stuff like that, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm talking.
We have seen instances.
Yeah, we're talking about sexual assault.
And I named two.
Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate you naming. Based on what Ashley said, that she basically feels like, per Michael, that based on Candiace's claims that he has suffered business-wise, he lost some money.
Yeah.
Because, you put those allegations out there. I would say this, right or not right, Candiace, you didn't have to be the one to put a face and a name to this. And I'm not even saying that because I don't think you're wrong or right. I'm just saying like protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta be the one. Like Michael be over here sexually assaulting. Like come on. Let Michael do what he does and let other people catch him. Let other people put their name on it. I just don't want to see Candiace under that storm, under that. Even if she wins and things like that. I like legal fees are still legal fees.
Yeah.
I just feel like she focused on her music. She actually get traction with her music and things like that. You don't need that type of press associated with you. I'm not saying that Candiace is wrong. I'm just saying like just for protection, I wouldn't put myself in that position.
Right.
Continue.
Yeah. Well, Mia meets up with Karen.
Hello, Mia.
Karen was in shock by the lies Mia told about her last year.
Mia is wild. She a wild girl too.
Yeah, Mia's a liar.
Yeah.
she just be lying.
She's a wild girl too. Now, mind you, if you hear my ad libs, this is my first time watching the full season altogether. I think I watched last season, but I came in the middle of last season. So, like, seeing Mia act and stuff like that, I'm really taken aback and things like that. She is a liar. She be wilding. Continue.
Yeah. Karen said that, you know, we're married women and you don't break girl code. Yeah. And my husband was disrespected. I think Ray was even like in the vicinity when Mia walked up to Karen. She did? Yeah. And was saying like, you slept with somebody in the bathroom in Vegas. And Karen's like, why are you doing that? And then Karen sets her boundaries and says, let's not bring rumors and lies to my institution. That's what she liked to call her marriage, her institution.
Can I steal that?
I would like to steal that. Yes, our institution. I like it. Some people think it's doing the most, but I don't.
I like it.
This is our institution. Okay. Karen asks how Mia and G are doing. And at first she says Gordon has been going through it.
I looked right at you and say, just Gordon. Right? Okay.
You did. Then you say, well, actually, we're both going through it. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. Mia, she can't help herself. Why you say it's only your husband going through it? Y'all downsized from a whole house to a condo/apartment, but only Gordon's going through it. That's wild to me.
Mia started getting her parachute ready during the filming of this show.
She was like, I'm separating myself mentally already.
As we can see in real time what's going on. You get what I'm saying? She was getting her parachute ready the whole time. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah. And they touch on how Gizelle was asking the question about embezzlement at the reunion about Gordon, and Mia says initially she thought maybe it was embezzlement too. But, you know, things came out in the wash that wasn't the case. Yeah. Mia shares that she stopped drinking hard liquor. Yeah. She's still drinking her wine.
Yeah, she let us know.
Yeah. Karen had the convo with Mia to clear the air, but in the confessional, she pretty much says she don't trust her.
It's funny seeing Mia. She walked up and she gave a professional handshake. Yes. Listen, you don't touch my back.
And I respect that because I'm like, we're not cool. You over here. And the thing is, Mia is like who jumps on bandwagons. Like people were saying, I think Charisse was the main one spearheading that thing against Karen, and then Mia had to jump on it. She had no reason to jump on it, and I think she was even introduced as Karen's friend when we first met her on the show. So she is just bandwagoning, even on the Chris situation. She was like, well, you know, Chris, he did look at me one kind of way one time when they were telling her about the situation between Gizelle and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, you're just a bandwagon.
Yeah, that ain't right. Yeah. Come on, next scene.
Moving on, we're at Candiace's house. Her manager comes over and she is finishing up the Deep Space Tour, the second leg. Okay. And also her contract with Monarch. Okay. She wants to be on a bigger label so they can back her and, you know, provide more of the funds.
Yeah.
The manager brings up having Drew as a special guest for the Chicago show since Drew is from Chicago, and she also performed with Candiace in Atlanta. Candiace was making a whole bunch of faces and noises, saying that she doesn't think she needs to draw any more people in with Drew. She's like, I can sell things out. I don't need another name to put people's butts in seats.
I am a liar. I do have questions for the show, but my phone is over there, right?
Okay.
One of the questions based on this scene, does Candiace respect Drew as an artist? Give me your answer first, Blair, since you a pro at this show.
From how she reacted, I don't think so. I don't know if it's necessarily that she doesn't respect her. I'll just go with that because that's the easiest thing to say. Or if she doesn't want to have to feel like she's competing with somebody because they are on the same show. Yeah. Maybe they have the same star power in her eyes. And she's like, I don't want to be in competition with this girl.
Yeah, just to assist you, Candiace did say, what do I need help for Chicago for? I sold out Chicago before. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I don't think she respects Drew as an artist. I think a lot of people don't respect Drew as an artist. And I think when it came to the eye rolls and the funny faces, if she respected her as an artist, I think she just would have went straight to like, oh no, we don't need Drew.
Yeah, it was low-key shady. Like exactly. What's wrong with Drew?
Yeah, exactly. Like why do we need a special guest for Chicago? I saw Chicago before. That's what I would have thought if she respected Drew as an artist without the funny faces.
And then the manager even threw out, well, we also had another girl, and she was like, yeah, choose the other girl to open. So it's not even like she didn't want. We don't even know the name. Yeah,
we don't even know the name. I will say, to give Candiace her respect, she is a better artist than Drew. You get what I'm saying when it comes to her art of singing and being an artist and things like that. But I found that scene very interesting. I feel like we're going to get some crossover maybe when Atlanta comes back out, if Atlanta comes back out next year and things like that, I don't think that's going to go unanswered and unheard about the quote-unquote shade that Candiace potentially threw at Drew in her singing career and things like that.
Yeah.
But my answer, I don't think she respects Drew as an artist. I don't think Candiace feels like she's at a position to where she have to share the stage with anybody and things like that. I think she feels like, hey, look, if you're not coming for me, don't come at all.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Which could be understandable.
Yeah.
Walk us through this next scene.
We are at Juan and Robyn's house.
What's up, Robyn?
So Robyn's in the kitchen. She is putting her vitamins into little baggies, trying to get her health together.
I see you, Robyn.
Juan comes down, and Robyn updates Juan about what the women have been saying.
Yeah.
She tells Juan about the intervention at Gizelle's and how the question was posed, why would Juan put himself in a position to get caught at the nail salon after the whole situation with the laundromat? And you want to know Juan's response? He says, I don't care. He says he has a small circle already, and he's not going to stop living his life. Juan starts telling Robyn to get mad. Go ahead, get mad. Make Gizelle happy. Get us mad. And Juan is just like, Robyn's just like, I'm just not mad. I don't care either.
Yeah.
Juan says that people handle things differently. Robyn says, again, she doesn't care. And she then turns the conversation to ask him how he's doing, how he's feeling about work.
Yeah.
And him being fired from copping and all that. Juan says that he did everything he could, and it's unfortunate that he has this lawsuit.
Yeah.
Robyn says Juan didn't do anything wrong. In fact, he did everything right and within his power. Juan says all he does is love his guys.
This is when I asked the question, what is wrong with this guy?
He said, all I do is love my guys. They love me back. And he puts people before him most of the time. And Robyn whispers, as do I.
Yeah, I have a question about this scene.
Okay.
What's wrong with Juan?
I don't think Juan want to be there. I think he's irritated.
Whoa, you jump right in. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
He's irritated by this whole situation. He irritated. He got to be on the show because he lost his job. And I'm sure, they're probably helping him out by him being on the show and showing his face more, because at all the reunions, people are like, where's Juan? Where's Juan? And so, yeah, I don't think he enjoys being on this show. I don't think he enjoys people questioning him and digging into his life. So he is just going to push back as much as he can, even if he's pushing up against his wife, which is what it feels like to me. I think Robyn is trying her best to appear like everything's cool. We're on the same page.
Dude, you think it's like trouble? You think it's trouble within their marriage and trouble, things like that?
No, I think there's trouble within Robyn. I don't think it's within their marriage. I think that Robyn is trying to hold it together, but I think that she is really affected by what's going on, and she is trying her best not to attach it to Juan. But it is.
So I think she's. I think she's got life.
Yeah, I think she's got a personal battle going on, and it's unfortunate that Juan can't be there for her. Just like what Gizelle was saying, he should have enough wherewithal to say, "Okay, this embarrassed my wife. A lot of people are talking. Let me just give it some time to cool down. I'll chill out. I'll be at the house. We'll just do some family stuff for a while." But he said he's not going to stop doing what he wants to do, and he's going to hang out with his friends no matter what anybody says. He's going to hang out with that beautiful, attractive woman that he called her, and that's what it's going to be.
I don't think that's what's really affecting them, though.
Oh, what do you think?
I think those claims, those sexual assault claims, that he didn't do. So I don't want to say that he did. I don't want to misspeak that. They said that he knew of, but he didn't say anything.
Right, he didn't report it.
He didn't report it. Right, I'm not saying he was the one that was the assaulter.
Right.
I think that brings more bad press than, like, that is the big storm in my eyes. And maybe I'm off because I'm not really in the reality TV world. I think all these husbands cheat. And the actual it getting out and things like that, I feel like they've been defending that throughout all their marriages.
Oh, absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you have it from Pastor Jamal Bryant and things like that. Gizelle, it wasn't a surprise to her, because she said he was a serial cheater. You get what I'm saying?
She calls him a cheater, pumpkin eater.
Exactly. So like, that is not really the quote unquote storm. I think it's the cheating on top of him getting fired.
Yeah.
That is bringing serious allegations. Cheating is not a serious allegation to where you could go to jail for or you can really get in trouble for. It's just a personal preference that you hope your partner don't do.
But I think it's causing an issue because I'm sure Robyn probably don't question him about it or press him about it.
About the cheating or the allegation?
The cheating. Like, he's actually having to be held accountable and ask all these questions, and I think that really irritates him.
That's, matter of fact, you could hit the nail on the head right there. I think the fact that she was so strongly like, he didn't do nothing wrong. Actually, he did everything in his power to make sure this didn't happen. It's one thing for everybody to know your man is a cheater. Now you add this little spice to it. Now they like, he ain't a good person for real now.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, I think these allegations is actually making things 10 times hotter than it usually is. Okay. Because it's like, yo, it's not only that he's a cheater pumpkin eater, or potentially a cheater pumpkin eater. You know how they going. But I think it's like, oh, like morally, ethics wise and all that stuff, he is not a good person, to the point where even the university feels that you're gone. It's not about you winning or losing games. It's about, we don't want someone that's supposed to be morally that's supposed to uphold a morally code. You're not allowed to be at our school. To be in that position of power. And I think, to your point, Robyn may be looking at all of this as life has done this, and it doesn't have a source of where it's coming from. But, oh no, there's a source. There's definitely a source in this Juan. The reason why I asked what's wrong with Juan, he seems so unconvincing. Yeah. Like, he's talking to me, and I'm like, bruh, you're not doing a good job convincing me that you are telling the truth right now.
It's because he don't care.
He just like, yo, he's man.
So nonchalant.
He just like, I love those guys, and those guys love me. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Yeah,
to me, he's not taking anything serious.
Oh, nothing. My goodness! So it comes off as a mockery to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, it's all a joke, nothing serious. He don't care. He gonna live his life, and y'all can say whatever. Even though these aren't like some childish accusations like, oh, Juan stole candy from the store.
This is a real accusation, right?
Yeah,
here.
This is like serious, and it's like character.
Yeah, think of like the allegations of Penn State, of their famous coach. They had a statue of him and everything. The minute that remember, it was Sadusky that did the crime and things like that he ended up going to jail, but they said that Joe knew, and they let him go. They took the statue down, they took his name off the buildings, and he was dead less than 2 years. he was an old guy, but yeah, he was an old guy.
I thought he took himself out.
No.
I'm about to say, this is serious.
No. People are saying that. People are saying when he got fired and things like that, like basically the depressing and all that stuff. He already was an old guy and things like that.
Got me scared.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should just move on now. Let's go.
All right. We meet Nneka and her husband. Their house is getting renovated. Yeah. They have property in multiple areas across the U.S. And she said maybe, I think, Nigeria. Her husband is a medical doctor and she is a lawyer. They want to have kids, but they've been struggling with getting pregnant.
Yeah, they gave us a short introduction on them. What is your first thoughts on her? First
impressions, she seemed okay. I thought she seemed interesting enough. I thought she had a charismatic enough personality. Couldn't really tell how she would mesh in the group by first impressions. Same. Just standalone, she seems cool. Yeah. What about you?
I don't think her and Wendy will be friends.
Yeah.
I ain't get that vibe, even though they from the same tribe. Wendy seems more down to earth to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, Wendy seems more down to earth. And maybe that is maybe like first impression is not always the best impression. Because remember when she was upstairs and she basically talked about how this room is her closet, and the guy was like, this is a guest room? He was like, no, it's my closet. Yeah. Like, she seems, I don't want to say prissy or uppity, but she seems like, like she makes good money. They make good money together. She's walking around carrying the dog the whole time. So
yeah, I ain't like that. So I was like, let the dog walk.
So it's giving a look. Yeah. Like, you know how those women, like, on those old movies or the old shows, they got the purse, they got the dog inside the purse, and the dog is not a dog, it's a prop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think Wendy is more down to earth, and I don't know if she's gonna like Wendy because she's even though we from the same tribe, we're not the same.
Right.
I don't know. That's just my guess.
Yeah.
Continue.
Wendy is planning on starting a talk show.
Hello, Wendy.
She meets up with her producer friend Marsha, and they are in this, it looks like a condo, and they have a space for a sit-down kitchen and like kind of like a nook, like with just chairs and tables, like for dinner or breakfast or something. Yeah. Wendy and Marsha end up talking a little bit more and diving a little bit deeper into her idea of what she wants to do. And she says maybe her and Yvonne Orji can do like cooking jollof rice. Maybe she can do like a breakfast thing. They even get into the names of like, is it going to be Zen Wen or Wine Down with Dr. Wendy or Wine with Dr. Wendy? So she's still working out those things. Yeah. She's a little fuzzy on the budget.
A little fuzzy.
And then they find out it is not a soundproof space because they can hear the lawnmower going outside. And that's pretty much where they are. Just very unsure of exactly how they're going to get this thing going, but in the brainstorming process.
Yeah, I'm happy they didn't go with Wendy's wisdom. I'm happy they didn't go with that. Hopefully the talk show works out because she says she just want to do it. So that maybe a big network can pick it up. And things like that, So, Jennifer Hudson got her talk show. Maybe Wendy can have her talk show. Yeah. But, before I criticize about the talk show, let's see it.
No, I would actually be interested. Like, I like Wendy. I like hearing her talk. She's actually knowledgeable about a lot of different things.
Yeah, I see her being a co-respondent sometimes on CNN and things like that.
Yeah. So I would definitely be tuned into seeing what she has to talk about. And I even like the way that she interacts with the women on the show, with people that she has a good rapport with. It's like she really pours into people, sees them for who they are, and like uplifts people. So I think that would be some really positive content if she were to actually do it. Yeah. With Wendy, the only thing with her is that not all her businesses, be going through, which is fine. People kind of jump around until they figure out what sticks. But this is something that I hope she sticks with because it would be cool to see, even if she starts on YouTube. Like, I would subscribe.
That's probably where it's going to start. Yeah. And then, like, you got to prove yourself and things like that, and maybe a big network pick it up. Let's go.
Yeah, moving on. We've got Karen, Ashley, Mia, and Gizelle all meet up for Pilates. Yeah. Ashley has new boobs.
Hello, Ashley.
And Karen is turning 60. She
said triple 20.
Yes. Making us do the math. So she went to have some heart tests done, and we find out she's got 5% calcium buildup in her carotid artery, which can be fixed with diet and exercise. Okay. So that's what they're there for. They are bumbling through the class, just having a good time, just trying to get through it. After that, Karen explains why Mia and her shook hands when they first came in.
Because they shook hands again.
Yeah, because she's like, we're rebuilding. Giselle brings up her concern for Robyn. She asks Karen if she will apologize to Robyn. And Karen says, Robyn owes me an apology, but she probably owns one to her as well. Talking about the blonde woman in Georgetown.
They both was going at each other.
Yeah, that was a rumor that she really couldn't substantiate. Ashley is not divorced.
She won't be.
And Ashley can't talk about the Michael lawsuit. She didn't invite Candiace to the housewarming, and apparently Candiace is going to be out of town that weekend anyway. Yeah. Ashley tells the ladies about Nneka, and they touch on Gizelle's 17-year younger boo.
Anything stick out to you in the scene?
Only thing that really stuck out to me is Gizelle talking about this guy, because for the longest Gizelle wouldn't talk about her life at all. So I'm glad that they touched on it, but Gizelle, I feel like she really don't care about this relationship and this guy. So really, to me, it's just as good as her not saying nothing.
I was gonna ask, with her being in a relationship, would that help Gizelle turn from her heel turn on this show? Like, will she be nicer now that she got a guy and things like that? But like you saying, you feel like she don't really care about the relationship.
No, I don't think it's that serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like she said, like she's like her man friend and stuff like that. I don't even think she calls him like her boyfriend or partner or anything like that. So I think she did it. Maybe she just enjoys the guy, but at the same time, it's a good look for her to add someone to the mix, add something new. So,
makes sense. Yeah. Continue.
Moving on, Ashley is prepping her housewarming party. And she gets her Corona. Okay. Ashley loves her a good Corona.
She does.
Uncle Lump arrives, and he comes and he's trying to, dictate and trying to help Ashley get stuff together. And she's like, Uncle, it's okay. It's okay. We got everything set up. But I think that's sweet that she's got her uncle in her life to care about what's going on with her and to talk to her and be real with her about Michael and stuff like that.
Okay.
But Gizelle comes in with some more of Ashley's Coronas.
There you go.
And they start talking a little bit, but Uncle Lump didn't know that Michael was on that vacation with Ashley and the kids. He says that he tries to stay in his lane.
I see you, Uncle Lump.
Mm-hmm. Karen, Mia, and Charisse arrive. Mm-hmm. Karen and Charisse arrive kind of matching.
Okay.
And Ashley ends up taking the ladies on a house tour.
Yeah.
Wendy arrives. She hugs Karen and Charisse and ignores Mia and Gizelle. Mm-hmm. And I don't fault her for that at all because she tried to hug Gizelle last season, the first episode, when it was that little cute little like rose petal party and stuff like that. And Gizelle gave her the hand like we not cool.
Really?
Why are you trying to hug me? Why are you being fake? Stuff like that. So yeah, Wendy.
If that happened,
keep the same energy.
If that happened, I agree 100% with Wendy then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then Mia, absolutely.
Oh yeah, she don't like Mia like that.
Yeah.
That's already great. Yeah. She don't like Mia.
Wendy greeted who she wanted to greet, is what she said, and I say rightfully so. The kids share a room. I put that out there because I was like, they got this big house. She got guest room. She got a whole room that's her closet.
But they're little.
I get that they're little, but also she moved them from this condo, which was a small space, in order for them to have a big home, and she did it for her kids. So why would you put your kids in one room when your goal is for them to have the space and the ability to run around, play all this type of stuff?
She's not moving no more, and she probably, when they get older, she probably will give them their own room. Right now, you don't think it's cool to have two boys and that they can be around each other, they play with each other, they sleep together, they little boys.
I don't think not judging her in her situation, but I'm just saying, for me, if I had the space to give my kids to like their own rooms, then I would do that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I grew up sharing a room with my sister. Bunk beds.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So and that's probably why we so close now. You know what I'm saying? It builds that friendship and things like that because we in the same room. Okay, you changing? I'm gonna step out. You get what I'm saying? But,
okay.
But I think I don't think it's a big deal. I think the minute that they become like of age, like 8, 9, and maybe you watch. If they grow up together and they get separate rooms, they probably gonna be in each other's room anyway. And I'm like, if y'all gonna be in each other's room all the time, I might as well make this third room a closet. I'm about to say, like, I might as well make a third closet over here.
Nah. Anyway, Sesame Street arrives.
Oh man, she got a name.
Deborah.
Okay.
And Wendy walked out the room.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, Deborah was talking about how her husband Eddie was Happy Eddie and was coming over smiling, trying to talk to the ladies, just lying, making up stuff. Robyn arrives and she tells us she's not running, she's not hiding from any conversations. If people got something to say, she's willing to talk.
I see you, Robyn.
Yeah.
Stand on business. Stand on business.
Nneka arrives. Wendy has seen Nneka in passing before. But she told her it was nice to meet her when she hugged her, which I thought was a little... I didn't think it was shady. I felt like Wendy was probably like, okay, maybe I'm formally meeting you. But Nneka even said to Ashley before, like, oh, I've spoken to Wendy before. Like, we have a mutual friend or cousin or something like that. So we've interacted. Okay. So I don't know. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way just a little bit.
We will see.
But everybody is liking Nneka. They like her style. They think she's pretty. Like, all this stuff. Ashley pulls Wendy to the side. Wendy tells Ashley she's proud of her, and Wendy holds Ashley in a special space because she's always made Wendy feel seen. And of course, she was there for Wendy when they went to Miami and Mia was throwing drinks. Like, Ashley did have her back. Yeah. With everything that happened with Deborah, she's uneasy about that relationship between Ashley and Deborah and being like, well, Ashley, will you end up stabbing me in the back? Basically, well, I want to know, do you think Ashley would stab Wendy in the back?
I don't think Ashley have that type of personality, to be honest.
To stab her in the back?
I don't think so. Do like you think so?
I think Ashley will stab her in the front.
Wow. Dude, you think Ashley was...
Ashley is only out for Ashley.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Ashley at times...
Ashley comes off as so airheaded to me at times. That's why I'm like, I don't even know if it would be like a intentional thing of like, I don't like you no more, I'm gonna stab you in the back. That's why I'm like, I don't know if you're even capable of doing that.
I don't think it would necessarily be a thing like, oh, I'm coming for you, I'm angry at you. I think it would be a thing of, is this what the topic of conversation is? Is this what we going at? Is this how I get to keep my spot? then I'm gonna do everything I can to keep.
I ain't gonna stab you in the back. I'm gonna stab you in the front.
Right, because we know what this is, and I'm not trying to lead the show. I think Ashley would do anything to stay where she's at or go higher.
And that means stabbing Wendy in the back, though.
If it comes down to it, yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I
never knew Ashley to even be that type of person. I remember when they got in a fight, Wendy and Mia, and Ashley was like, "Look, I don't like violence. Like whenever I'm around, I do not like that."
Yeah.
And she looked very disturbed by that. So I'm very surprised that you would think that, like, even through all of that, even though, like, this is not physical violence, she's not really gonna stab her in the back with a real knife.
Yeah.
But I'm like, wow, like I would think that Ashley's spot on the show is solidified, and that she wouldn't need to climb on the back or stab somebody else who is also solidified.
But see, I don't think it's a thing of the need to. I think Ashley has that fear of struggle, the same way that she's staying in this marriage to have, you know, a backup plan if things don't work out. It's not that she necessarily needs it, but she's comfortable with it.
Yeah,
you know. So
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Continue.
Moving on. Ashley says that she and Wendy haven't spent a lot of time together, and that's probably why Wendy doesn't trust her. And then Wendy even brings up the thing like, look, I invited you and the boys to my son's birthday party, and y'all didn't come. And that's where the invitation stopped. And that's why I'm like, I don't trust Ashley. Also because of how she does Candiace. She be trying to befriend Candiace, and then she talks bad about her. Stuff like that. But I'm like, Wendy is actually, I feel like, trying to be a genuine friend to Ashley. And I think Ashley is just doing what she need to do for the show.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Ashley brings up Nneka and clarifies how Ashley and Nneka were having a conversation. And she brings it to Wendy saying, like, yeah, she was wondering, like, if you were a medical doctor. And then she said you were a doctor of philosophy. And then she brings up how, you know, there was questions about whether or not Wendy's family is Osu. But when we flash back to the conversation with Nneka, she talks about how, you know, what Osu actually was, but it's been abolished and nobody actually really, like, subscribes to that anymore. Ashley related in a way that sounded like Nneka was talking trash.
Yeah, it sounded a little shady.
When the conversation wasn't like that. Ashley broached the conversation to Nneka, and she was just trying to gain clarity and discuss the topic at hand. Wendy said, if you're an Osu, no one would come to your events.
Yeah, it's like a real bad thing.
Yeah, like people wouldn't be wearing like their galas and all this type of stuff. She said Wendy would have expected more from a fellow Nigerian. And that's the issue with Ashley I have. Wendy
planting little seeds.
Yes. Wendy doesn't know Nneka like that. They're from the same tribe, so they probably have a lot in common, and they probably could be good friends.
Yeah.
But Ashley is planting seeds of discord and spinning things in a way for drama, to me, for the show, and to keep herself there.
And Wendy's like, listen here, philosophy medicine, you still going to address me as Dr. Whitney.
Right.
You know, Dr. Wendy.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I got the doctor right, but I got the name wrong. Sorry, Dr. Wendy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I can see your point with that, because with something like that, that is something that I probably would have kept to myself. You get what I'm saying? Because if Wendy is coming with a genuine heart and she's listening to what you're saying, how can you not expect her to react in a certain way? You know what I'm saying? I think Wendy is going to be smart to take in what she said, but she's not going to act on it. Just basically like, she's just going to go, okay, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to give this new person a fair shot. You get what I'm saying? That's all.
That's it.
Is like that everything? Is that the whole show?
Yeah.
What did you think about this show so far? I have a question. I have a question. It just came to mind. This may cause another discussion. I don't want this to be another 10 minutes, but Blair.
Yeah.
What is her name again? The new
Nneka,
right? Will she experience any colorism on this show from the other cast? Because y'all love to talk about the colorism things that's going on with this show, with this series. Will she go through that? Because she ain't light skinned.
No, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, here we go.
One, when everybody was hugging her and all that type of stuff, they were saying how beautiful she was.
They ain't do that for all the other ones?
They didn't do that for Wendy. Karen was talking about how she wasn't impressed with Wendy, how she wasn't Potomac. And I also feel like they are they don't like the colorism conversation, even though at the first season or so they talked about colorism and being mixed. There was like a mixed girl on the cast at one point, and she was calling out Robyn and Gizelle, talking about y'all talking about me being mixed, but y'all over here with blonde hair. So I mean, the race discussion has been a topic of conversation for Potomac.
Okay.
But I think with Nneka, I think that they are going to try to, which Ashley has already planted the seed, pit them against each other and get Nneka on their side.
Now, question then: if you feel that way, does that kind of make you view how they accepted her into the tribe? Meaning, like, was it forced? Was it fake? Meaning, like, oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, come in, girl, give me a hug. You get what I'm saying? Oh, look at what she's wearing. Oh, yeah, she's definitely like a valley girl. Oh, I love her, because they kind of felt like they want to put it to rest. Do you feel like it was kind of a little bit more? I
feel like it was intentional,
a little more heavy-handed and things like. Okay.
Because especially, and I haven't really seen Gizelle interact with her, but Gizelle always gives newcomers a hard time.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she rakes people through the coal. I feel like she didn't do that so much with Mia. Or I felt like Mia, she just went along to get along a lot of the time. Even if Gizelle or Robyn tried to sun her, she was just like, okay, to get on their good side. But, yeah.
So we will see more if this colorism topic will pick up within the season. Because remember, they introduced her to the cast at the end of the show. So it wasn't a lot. So, I'm going to keep my eye on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested in that, since it seems like that is a topic that the viewers definitely want to talk about, want to have some type of discord with the cast, with Andy and things like that.
Yeah.
They want to talk about it. So we go look for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anything else?
That's it.
Y'all be good.
Bye.